Welcome to BitBoy Crypto.
We can't let anybody else find out who we are. My eyes are up here. I personally would not advise that strategy. So stupid. Yeah. Bugs Bunny or Tweety Bird? How to make money in crypto.
Oh, you're killing me.
I was holding that for 8 seconds. You guys have. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all of the interwebs, even the greatest community in all of the planets. Yeah, I'm talking about Pluto, talking about Mars, talking about all of them. This is the morning stream, and today is Tuesday, July 19th. It's 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We come to you Monday through Friday at the time, bringing you all the top news. Today is no different. Ben, I believe, will be back tomorrow. He's going to be back, and then TJ will be back in next week, I think on Monday. Him and Allie, they're enjoying Italy. They're, getting some of that Tuscan life, swimming around in gondolas in the canals, doing all that cool stuff. So we're going to get right into it, but at the moment, BJ is helping out Frank. We can't see Frank in the corner. We have the thumbnail, but I don't know if you ever seen that meme of Young Thug leaning over the computer, like helping out the confused person. Frank's the confused person right now, but no, wait. Now he's got it. Now, he's moving things on his own. Frank's got something to say.
Is there actually a picture of Young Thug leaning over a computer?
Yeah, it's a famous meme.
Really?
Do Young Thug meme computer. Just type it in. I don't know why they said they're hiding Let's Go DZ Spaceman, but I'm glad that the mods, we got the best mods. We have the best mods. No mods are like our mods. We have the best. We're going to get right into it. We're still at 1.45 million subscribers on the YouTube. We got to get that up to 1.46. I would love to see that get a little bit higher. Make sure you're checking out all the friends of the channel and the awesome channels. Hey, BitBoy Espanol, only 143 subs, but that thing is going to be climbing, baby. Frankie Candles, Hit Network, Meta Money, NFT Alpha, all those sister channels. We're just trying to catch up with Meta Money, that 51,000. For J-Chains is in the studio today, actually. So shout out to J-Chains. Also, NFT Alpha, we're right there at 20. Guys, let's get up. We got Blake up to, I think it was 3K or 5K. We got him to pass that number. Can we just get that little bit of that push? We put out shorts. We put out videos. And yesterday's video, the best NFTs under 20. No, it was actually Blake's top picks. So we got 3 picks that you're going to have to go to the channel, sub, make sure you check it out. DZ, Frankie, holding it down. Candle Mafia is strong in the chat, Frank.
Let's go.
How about that Candle Mafia, man? You got a good community.
It is. What's up, Mafia? You guys, they're the best. Very supportive and friendly community. Sometimes YouTube communities can get toxic.
Well, sometimes you give them a Bitcoin pass. That's no. They were cool. I met those people. I get it. We're on the downtrend. They're like, I got to pay for travel. Look, Frankie's poor. Okay, I live with him. He's poor. He's eating ramen. No. He eats burritos. But yeah. Look, if Frankie could have put you in the 5-star and the 4 seasons, he would have. Maybe next year.
Yeah,
maybe
next year.
Or maybe bull market things.
There you go.
Because we might be trading sideways for a year. If Bitcoin's 21K, we ain't putting you in the 4 seasons. That cruise, you're actually going to be in the basement. I don't know if you ever seen Titanic, but that underground, that low part, where they're all like dancing. There's like a child smoking a cigarette. There's like a dog playing.
You're going to be on a lifeboat.
Weird. Yeah, that's where we're going to put you in the Pluto Alliance cruise. Just look, hey, maybe Bitcoin goes up and we won't have to do that, but we will lock you in the gate if we hit an iceberg. Just saying. All right, make sure you go to the Twitter, 35K. I don't know why I'm on the likes here. There are some good tweets. If you check my likes, I'm always liking some pretty funny stuff. Where can I buy this shirt? Where can we buy this shirt, Frank? I don't know if you could read that right there. It says Risk Management Department, 3 Arrows Capital. You got to love it. You can't make it up. Here, I think it will be either Pluto or Frank, but make sure you go to Frankie Candles' Twitter as well. Hey, Pluto is a planet. We got a lot of big things happening over there. Make sure you check it out. But we're going to look into a giveaway right after we check out these Instagrams, 4607, getting close to that 5K. Frank, you're in the 3, right? Yeah, look at that. Close up to 4. Why'd they zoom in so much? They really, really want to show that you have 3876. That is actually really good with 165 posts. I'm at 230. Now, you got to get those posts up.
You crush on Twitter.
I'm on Twitter.
You're
I'm a
on
Twitter
Twitter.
guy.
You tweet on
NFTs. I mean, look, Instagram. It's for pictures. It's for the Liver King and swimsuit models. And you know what? That's a great medium for that. But I like to dive deep in the basement, and I feel like the basement is more of a Twitter style place versus an Instagram place.
Yeah.
I'm a basement man in my heart.
I'm a basement dweller as well. I gotta step on my Twitter game.
Yeah, we actually shouldn't even let you out of the basement. No joke. Frank's studio is in the basement. It's like kind of below us, like over there, maybe a little. We try to lock him, just like that Titanic cage. We try to lock him in there.
Oh no!
All right, now we're going to do a big giveaway. We're giving away $1,000 worth of merch. You've seen us talk about the merch. You've seen the Hit Merch website. You've seen J Chains on Bloomberg rocking the merch. This is the ultimate Hit Merch giveaway. If you want to look into the details, it is on the Twitter. I'm sorry, the Instagram account Hit Merch and BitBoys account, and check out just their post here. Look, there's multiple ways to enter. You're gonna win all of this, and you tell us what size you want. So it isn't like default extra small. Like, oh, we had some that none sold. No, you win. You tell us what size you want. Hey, maybe you want some for your dad, for your kid, for your brother, for your wife, for your. So just you can pick and choose. Here, this is the Hit Merch site, hitmerch.com. But there's multiple ways to enter. You can enter 8 different ways. 16 days on this contest. 1, visit the website, Hit Merch on Instagram, BitBoy on YouTube, sub to Hit Network, secret code from Instagram, and the 3 bonus entries for completing everything. You do these 5 things, boom, you have 8 entries to win this $1,000 worth of merch. Now, are we going to game the system and win it ourselves?
Might try.
Have I said too much already?
Have I? I need that merch.
Hey, Alex, she won. It was a coincidence. I don't know. I don't know how I just happen to know the person who won. Whoa, so crazy. All right, let's get in. All right, would it be a clothing channel now?
Yeah, right.
Would it be a lifestyle brand?
Lifestyle brand.
Let's talk about crypto. That's what the people want. Why is there no trading pairs on Coinbase for USDC? Good question. Good question. Hey, I like Tether for a reason. Why? The trading pairs. There's a lot of them. All right, let's look here. The market cap still holding above $1 trillion, but barely 1.02. So not really that far away from breaking below. Dominance still looking pretty good for Bitcoin, but that ETH dominance getting close to that 20% range again. Do you think traders? You're a trader. Do you ever look at dominance, or are you more likely to just look at the BTC ETH pair?
No, so I look at all different kinds of stuff, right? Looking at the dominance can really help. Lately, we've been looking at the USDT dominance to try to give you another. It kind of gives you a 3-dimensional view of the market. If people are flooding into Twitter, right? If Tether dominance is absolutely skyrocketing, obviously that's going to result in a dump in Bitcoin.
So when you say a 3D view, you mean like you get inside a metaverse and there's like candles like popping up like skyscrapers, and you're Godzilla, and you're like, here's a God candle, like bullish.
Actually, I did see there was a metaverse where, I don't know, it was on the Oculus, someone was in an Oculus, and they were trading in the metaverse using VR, like buying and selling in VR trading.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I need to get my hands on whatever that is and give it a try.
It reminds me of that demo you saw of Walmart where they're like virtually walking and they're grabbing the honeycombs and putting it in the virtual cart.
Also pretty cool.
It's just a lot easier. Just like type in HONE and then it pops up. You scroll down. Okay, not honeycombs. All right, +1. Next item.
Yeah.
You're sitting here like, you're asking the virtual assistant, where's your Windex at? And they're like, oh, all the way in the back. And you're like, God, I got to walk for like 30 seconds. What is this, Ocarina of Time? Where's my Epona?
It does seem like unnecessary.
In the metaverse, does the wheelchair thing run out of batteries? No, right?
Ooh, never, probably.
Yeah, never. Yeah. All right. Now people are saying 23K. Let's go. I'm assuming you want it to go to. No, Ben will be back. Hey, wow, look at that jump. All right, so let's look at the prices here. Bitcoin coming in strong, 22, almost 22.9, 22,871, up 3% on the 24-hour, catching up with Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, its gains have been essentially double Bitcoin's over the past few days. Look at that 7-day, 41.5%. Any thoughts on that? You've been saying we are due for a relief rally. We're due for a relief rally. Have the crows come home to roost?
Yeah, listen, we have been expecting this relief rally for a long time, but the one thing, I've been saying, it's the writing's been on the wall, right, for this pump. The thing that really solidified that it was
You're
going
talking
to
about the
come
bee
here.
behind me, right?
Yeah, it is there, right there. You see the B.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, with the weekly green dot and those 6-day snake eyes was kind of the real thing that when those confirmed, I was like, this is definitely got to be. If it doesn't come in now, I give up on
I
all
remember you
hopes of a
talking about those
relief.
snake eyes. Green dot, buy it, idiot.
Yeah,
Now they're saying in the metaverse, DZ's arm will be fixed. Yeah, that's good.
it will never have broken.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Hey, we all want Ben back. Ben will be back shortly here. And I see someone else, Lord Servant. I think Bitcoin bottom has already occurred. I tell you what, I'm not saying it has, but what I do like about this theory is only roughly 20-30% of people think that. When everyone thinks something, the market will do something opposite.
Yep.
And when the market, does honestly kind of does what 20 to 40% of people think, that's kind of what it does. It's not what the majority thinks, it's
Yep.
what the minority thinks. And now the minority is thinking, I think that was the bottom. We were talking about this. I put that at like 20% odds. I think it's a real possibility that 17, 18 range was the bottom. What odds would you put that at? 1 in 10, 1 in 3?
I would say, it's definitely not impossible. I think what you just said is important too. When everybody thinks one thing, obviously, you want to take that into account. When I see funding fees, if I see more people are shorting, typically I will try to counter trade that for the
Yeah.
most part. Not a huge part of my trading, but when I do see that, if I do look to see if more people are shorting or longing, I kind of use it as a confirmation.
So you're the market maker counter trading me. All right, let's get back to the prices here. We have BNB up 0.5%, not quite matching the gains of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Solana pumping, and it is pumping hard, up 10%. I am actually taking a little bit of profit with my Solana NFTs. Full disclosure, just want to be transparent about that. We do have Matic. Look, Matic needed to slow down. Definitely high in that overbought territory. So don't feel worried or alarmed that it's down 2.5%. Look at that 7-day up. It was 60% yesterday. So just take your wins. I wouldn't worry about that too much. Avalanche up 5%. Sheeb up. Uniswap, Wrap Bitcoin. Kind of want to go all the way down to Chainlink. We have Litecoin slowing down here. Look at that ETH Classic just pumping. I've heard a lot of people saying they think it's going to pump. Chainlink up only 0.5%, up only 14%. So kind of lagging behind a lot of the peers when it comes to the blue chips. But I have been hearing people say near this, near that. Near keeps getting near my radar here. So I'm going to start looking into the Near ecosystem. Do you know much about Near?
I don't know, not too much.
Yeah, something I need to up my education on. I know it's a competing L1 and is giving me old Solana vibes, meaning VC money, insiders. I'm not saying that's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, it is what it is. The metaverse, DZ has a mech arm like Jax from Mortal Kombat, 100%, but only 1, not 2. I still have to... Anyways, I think we're ready for the charts here. If you want to pull it up and let BJ take that seat. All right, here comes Frank, everybody.
No names.
Alts will leave the station one by one. No Ben. Ben will be back. Don't worry. All the people just jumping in. He will be back. Matic for the win over the next 3 years. Okay, I'm liking some of these comments. Smart people. You got a smart crowd
here. What is going on, everybody? We got some stuff to look at here. Yeah, Ben will be back tomorrow, I believe. But we got a bunch of good stuff to look at. We actually did just crack that 23K. And if you guys watch my channel, you will know that that is a number that we have been looking at for our first level of major resistance. This is the level that I have been saying, that 23K, that is. This is the level that I've been watching to possibly or hopefully break above to continue this pump to the upside. You guys know, my targets. We have some stops in the middle that we will find some resistance at most likely, but there is not too much volume between here and about 28-30K. So the ride up into that range could be pretty quick if we really, truly do break out of this 23K range. And that is basically what I'm looking at. Now, looking at the daily on market Cipher, money flow looking great to the upside. I am looking for that crossover into the green. Might get a little cool off period before we actually get that that crossover into the green. But just kind of going down these time frames, looking at the 4-hour money flow crossover into the green as well. Let me get rid of this random line on the chart. Money flow crossover into the green on the 4-hour chart as well. I'll kind of click on this and make it bigger so you guys can see that. Boom. That is a pretty bullish sign. Now, one thing you do want to realize, I know a lot of people are probably going to be FOMOing into trades. Please realize that we are coming up to resistance. It doesn't mean that we're going to dump to zero, but you don't want to long at resistance. You want to wait for a breakout and a bullish retest of previous resistance as support. And then that is where you would want to enter your trade before riding it all the way back up. Please do not FOMO into the breakout. Wait for the retest, because if you FOMO in here, price might go up a little bit and then it's going to come back down to possibly retest. I always recommend waiting for that retest to get into your trade so you get that confirmed breakout. But money flow crossover into the green on the 4-hour is looking pretty good. Money flow coming up on the 2-hour. Money flow is coming back up on the 1-hour, but it is generally coming out. Now, another thing to realize here on the 4-hour is we could be potentially putting in some bearish divergences here. You could see you have your higher high on price and you have your lower high on your momentum waves. That is, this could bring us down. Also would make sense. Now, I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen because, bullish divergences do form on the way up when you're, in a big parabolic move up. I wouldn't call it parabolic, but, when you are in a strong uptrend, like from here to here, you print those bearish divergences and sometimes you just keep coming up. Sometimes you get a little retest. You come down a little bit for that retest before continuing up. But with this big bearish divergence, this could play out and possibly bring us down a little bit, or potentially even back down to the bottom of this bear flag. But with that being said, you want to remember the longer time frames do look bullish. Weekly looks great. 6-day looks great. Even these higher hourly time frames like the 16 and the 12-hour have money flow crossovers into the green. But you want to remember, we have come up quite a bit, right? 6-hour looking to print another green dot. You see your momentum waves are marching up. That is a good bullish sign as far as market cipher goes. So right now, some local levels that I am watching, if you pull up your visible range volume profile right here, and you could kind of see, right? This is kind of what I'm talking about with these volume gaps is, right here. I think I brought this up yesterday. It might have been on my show. You have a big high volume node there behind the candles. And then your highest volume node is down here with your point of control where the most volume was traded. But you see right here, look at this big gap in volume, right? And typically, as you can see with this big fall, when you go into these low volume gaps, boom, price comes down really, really quick. And that is because there is no structure in here. Price just came right through. There was no time to create any support. So on the way up, when you come into that low volume gap, things could get moving pretty quick to the upside. And again, your next highest volume node is up closer to 30K. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. Maybe you get a little stop over here at about, 25.4. You could see you do have a little bit of volume there, but, not much there. So things could get moving pretty quick if we can crack out of this. If we could break out of this 20K level, flip it to support, and then keep moving forward, things could get moving pretty quick. So keep an eye on that, guys. I think that's all I got.
Frank, what did you just draw on the chart?
What?
Yeah.
Nothing. That's all I got, guys. Bing bong.
All right, I think we have. Do we have some Tik Talks? It's the
We
first
do,
time
but
that I've
also
done this.
Chad asked DZ, "Are you going to spit hot fire like Dylon?"
Like what?
Dylon. Never mind.
I
Dave
don't get
Chappelle
the reference. Sorry, is that some anime thing or something?
No, it's a Dave Chappelle reference, and it's hilarious.
Dave Chappelle reference. I feel like I
mind.
should get the Dylon. Oh wait, that's like from the show.
Top 5 rappers alive. Dylon.
Yeah,
You're a boomer.
I
Whatever.
wanna say
TikToks,
that was,
let's do it.
that was P Diddy's show. But anyways, back to the Tik Talks. Are we gonna do the Tik Talks? I'm wearing my headphones here. All right, first time DZ doing the Tik Talks here. Let me. All right, so I got to do like the new dance or something.
Yes.
She's a 10, but she likes Doge. All right,
Let's do it.
there's your little TikTok. All right, let's see it. Nick Demondi here.
What would you do if I jumped in your car and I said, take me home right now?
Mining cryptocurrency at home is a great way to accumulate quality crypto projects during this bear market, especially now that mining hardware such as GPUs and ASIC miners has cratered over the past couple of months. With a minimal investment now, you can get started cryptocurrency mining at home with just a couple $100.
Pretty sure the guy jumps out of the car. Yeah, that was too much. Yeah. All right, man. You know what? Just keep your little fiat. That was for Decker there. All right, what do we got for the next one here?
This is bad for the markets, and I'm not talking about inflation, but you need to know something else happened today. The 2-year and 10-year Treasury yield inverted the largest since the 2000s dot-com bubble. For those who don't know, when the 2-year inverts the 10-year, it's known as a recession indicator. When yields invert, a recession has happened within 2 years 100% of the time for the past 7 recessions. You can say we're in a recession now, but I'm telling you we haven't seen the worst yet. When a recession happens during a bear market, the market declines an average of 35 to 45%. The markets have only dropped 24%, which means we still have 10 to 20% left to go. However, the good news is this is going to be one of the greatest buying opportunities that you've ever seen. Don't worry, I got you. I'll update you on what happens next, so make sure to follow me as I continue to guide you through this crazy economy.
Yeah, that's true. That is a real thing to look into. I mean, that news kind of broke a month ago, the 2-year and the 10-year. But yeah, it's definitely a very good indicator for predicting past recessions. And I mean, I think it's all but confirmed, this one. All right, what do we got for the next one? Good content there. Good editing.
Crypto is done, bro. Wake up.
Oh, he's heated. He's
I
heated.
will be here investing in the future of the payment system. It's far from done. In fact, it's just getting started for real. Crypto is done, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with that. That's all we had, right? The three of them.
Yeah. And the music
crypto
from
is
Interstellar.
not done. People are going to say it. I did see a super chat and it was saying, this show is, not good for the noobs. We're losing the noobs. I think that's a good point. There's a good real reason to think about that and put that in forefront of our content. But also bear market, there are no noobs. It's basically all the diehards. The noobs will come back 12 months, 24 months. The noobs will be here, but the noobs have left the building. If you are a noob now, you're going to be much smarter than the noobs of tomorrow, the next class of noobs. The noobs now, it's like being a noob in 2014. Sure, they were a noob with Bitcoin and they didn't, but were they noobs really? Yeah, I mean, I guess, but there's probably going to be, a little bit higher intelligence there, a little bit higher understanding of technical, whether it's software, hardware. You're just going to have a little bit better base knowledge for the bear market noobs. I like the bear market noobs. I was a bear market noob.
I was bear market
because I remember hearing about Bitcoin forever ago, saw all the hype of 2017. I don't know where. I think it was Reddit. Maybe it was 4chan, but I saw about the cycle, and I said, oh, it's 10K. There's no way it goes higher. Then it went all the way to 20, sat on the sidelines and waited for it to go back down. I think I jumped back in at 9K. After the 20, got in at 9, bought as low as, that 3-4 range. But yeah, I've told my story before. I sold all in the COVID panic before the March dump, but then didn't buy in cheap again. And I really, really kicked myself for that. But all right, let's move on here to the stories. What do we have here? Bitcoin Energy. But first, we got a couple of Bitcoin price stories here. Data is pointing to a bottom, but Opensea is warning of a final drop to 14K. We've talked about that range many, many times. I think CryptoFace was kind of the first, I don't want to say legit people saying it, but it was the first person that I took notice, like, maybe the bears are right. When CryptoFace said it, I was very dismissive of the three amigos.
Mm-hmm.
Now I look back and it's scary. It's a lot more real, It's like watching a scary movie where like, oh, this isn't going to happen. I'm watching Stranger Things. Oh, in the Upside Down, that's not going to happen. Or you watch Misery, and you're like, yeah, I might have some chick chain me to a bed and hit me with a sledgehammer. That's something that can happen and has. All right, let's move on here. When will it end is a question that is on the mind of investors who have endured the current crypto winter and witnessed the demise of multiple protocols and investment funds over the past few months. Yeah, that is a good question. When will it end? When will the pain end? Well, this metric is saying maybe at 14. When it comes to what traders should be on the lookout for that would signify an end, Glassnode highlighted the delta price and balance price as on-chain pricing models, which tend to attract spot prices during late-stage bears. And the delta price is 14,000, which is the realized minus the all-time and the average. I guess is maybe a weighted of those. So they're saying 14 is the bottom. 14, I'm definitely buying in. I'm not saying that I will guarantee that is the bottom. Like we said, 14, 13, 12, 11 is the range, but I'm definitely buying 14. I'm buying at 20. I'm buying at 18. I'm buying at now. I do feel things are a little bit overbought. I don't know if I'll jump in on this Friday, but if things head back down, I certainly will. All right, sub 22K Bitcoin looks juicy when compared to gold's market capitalization. I would agree. Hey, we just passed silver, though. The price is down 56% year to date, but the correction was not strong enough to remove the digital asset from the list of top 20 global tradable assets. Look at that. You got Tesla on there, Berkshire Hathaway, Visa, Meta, Amazon, Aramco, I love gold, Walmart, ExxonMobil. So pretty good. Hey, look, it's Nancy Pelosi's favorite stock, NVIDIA. Good job, Nancy. But yeah, Bitcoin right up in there in that $400 billion range. Once it gets up to $1 trillion, expect a lot of these other things to jump as well. That's weird. It's saying silver is 1 trillion. So, oh, it was crypto's market cap past silver, not Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my mistake. My mistake. All right. I'm sorry. Yes, I host Around the Blockchain every weekday at 5:03. You got that time right. First question one should ask: has gold been a good store of value over the past 5 years? To find answers, you got to compare the price against other trillion-dollar assets like equities, oil, real estate. The overall goal for any store of value is to maintain the purchasing power regardless of price fluctuations during that period. I think that's an important point here. The overall goal for any investment essentially is to beat its peers. Sometimes doing nothing is better than doing something. When the market's on the downtrend, maybe you don't want someone trading, trying to, beat the market. Sometimes sometimes 0% is better than negative 20%. There is a valid question about the volatility, and rightfully so, given the fact that the asset regularly faces 20% or higher weekly price moves. But there's a simple and quick solution to alleviate this oscillation, or at least reduce the impact. It's the DCA strategy, and that consists of just regularly buying preset amounts of an asset on daily, weekly, or monthly basis. We always push this. I always push this. I have the DCA strategy. I get paid on Fridays. You know what? Sometimes I'll just FOMO in $50, $100. It's like half my paycheck. I don't care. That's just my strategy. I'm not trying to time exact bottoms. Trading is a full-time job. Look at Frank. I hear Jess and him talking. Frank, you're talking about the candles in your sleep again. Mafia, candle mafia. It's all she talks about.
It is a full-time job. I think a lot of people don't realize that. They just want to get in. They want to be told when to buy, when to sell, and they don't understand. If you want to be a trader, it's definitely possible, but it takes hard work. You really, really have to study and learn, and you have to pay attention to what you're doing.
And you're going to do awesome at first, like the first day or week. You'll get the noob luck, but then you're going to get wrecked.
It's a real thing.
You're going to win your first trade because there's no emotion. You're like, whoa, I just walked away with 40%. Imagine if I did my whole portfolio. And then that's when you'll start losing money.
Yep.
Risk
management.
The gold ETF versus Bitcoin investment products. Bitcoin's investment vehicles under management totaled almost 16 billion. This metrics includes ETFs such as Grayscale and exchange-traded notes from multiple providers. This ratio is equivalent to 4% of its current 400 million market cap. So 4% out there trading sounds healthy, right? Considering the 5-year, wait a minute. No, the FIV year. Is that like the FIV level? FIV level, Fibonacci? FIV? I don't know. Considering the 5-year period that was analyzed and using simple DCA strategy to rule out sharp price oscillations, gold is currently a better store of value, but that does not invalidate Bitcoin's 8.3% gain in that period. In short, both assets have yet to prove themselves. All right, so gold is outperforming Bitcoin on the DCA strategy. Here is DZ's just hot take, this is my thesis on why. Bitcoin dumps harder, and if you can catch those dips, you're definitely going to do better with Bitcoin, but Bitcoin recovers faster. So Bitcoin will have that, boom, 20% drop, but that might only last 2 hours, won't last a whole day. Gold, it's slower. Once it's down 20%, you got days to buy it in that 20% range before it goes back up, but Bitcoin might just be a candle. It might be a 15-minute candle. That's why you got to set your orders. Setting your orders. For the noobs, let's make it a little noob-friendly here. You go on an exchange, and you say, if Bitcoin dips down to 17,000, I want to buy 500. You set it, you forget it, you walk away. Now, if the funds are there, it will buy it. If your funds aren't there, it's not going to buy it. So you can set a whole bunch. You can do different things. You can continue trading, but that is a good strategy. That is how you catch those candles. Wick down to, what the traders are saying. Hey, guys, it might wick down to 16,900. That means you would set it just a little above. Don't do 16.9. Everybody's thinking that. Don't do 17. Very psychological support there. Do 17.2, 17.288. That's how I did my trading. I would do like and $88 or $56. Just add some little numbers, and that will increase your success rate. Like the sell order of Bitcoin back in the day when, December 2017, I'm going to sell at 20. Guess what? You probably didn't get all your orders filled. You should have sold at 19.6, 19.2. Just a little 2 cents on setting orders. Set it, forget it, walk away. All right, let's see here. Let's get into the Bitcoin energy. I have energy. 100x Bitcoin energy use would mean absurd $20 million price. This is according to a developer. I don't buy that, right? That would be a $2 million price range. So if Bitcoin's $20,000, you would need 1,000x to reach 20 million. So yeah, this math is just off by a factor of 10. So I really can't take anything they say seriously. New contributor energy to base head 1 would have to cost 20 million to use 100 times its current energy demands. I would say that's closer to 1,000. And this is from Matt Odell, and he published, he had a graphic, everybody. That's okay, he has a graphic. It shows that Bitcoin mining only uses about half of 1% of the world's wasted electricity. And what is the math on that? That's roughly 1/6 of 1% of the overall electricity. It's kind of, let's not split hairs. Let's not pretend that's not a lot of energy here. I think we can let's not be dishonest, intellectually dishonest. Another 12 years later, and even if Bitcoin is worth more than all the world's real estate, the mining subsidy would not be enough for Bitcoin to use more than 1% of global energy. He continued, noting that his calculations, imagine that, were not verified. The Pule multiple is a metric which compares the value of newly issued Bitcoin relative to the 1-year moving average. Currently sits near historical lows. We can see it, dipping. So went below the blue line, didn't quite reach the blue line, touched the blue line, and now not quite at the blue line. So the bottom of that chart there. So, hey, maybe it goes down a little bit more. Maybe it doesn't. Don't try to. That's why DCA is strong. That's why you got a DCA.
That's right.
All right. Talk a little Kraken. Do you like Kraken?
Yeah, I like Kraken.
What about cracking your knuckles? Yeah. Crack your back, guy?
Yeah, it's been harder. I can't crack my back as much as I used to be able to.
It's your scoliosis from trading and
go.
TikTok. It's the TikTok curvature. Yeah, Alex, she's a back cracker. I was never into it.
It's nice. It feels
Hit that
great.
like button if you like cracking your own back, but also other people. Hit that like button if you don't like hearing people crack their knuckles. Like, it gives you that little feeling there. I don't know why. I'm getting the chills just thinking about it. All right. Kraken analysts outline potential Bitcoin surge to a staggering high. Oh, God, we're back. We're back. Is this the start of that was the bottom? The Moon Boy fantasy numbers start coming out?
100K incoming. I told everybody for the past 2 weeks that,
crack elbows.
Elbows. If we break 23K and we start pumping, people are going to come out of the bushes and tell you 100K is on the way in the next month. Be aware of these people and be careful.
Yeah, it's a lot better when I jump out of the bushes. They're like, why are you looking in my window? All right. Analysts at the crypto exchange Kraken are looking at Bitcoin's historic price action to determine where the top crypto asset may be heading in the long term. So they're looking at the past to determine the future here. If it once again climbs to a 10x to 15x multiple of its 200-week moving average, which they say is in the historical range, this would imply a future price range of 215K to 320K. All right, let's look at this chart a little bit. Here was a 15x from this level right here. Right now, this is kind of hard to tell with a logarithmic scale, but that looks roughly like 20. So 10x, 200. Yeah, so that is, so 10x would be 21K, 400. So they're saying a 10x from here. Not gonna happen. Here you can see no 10x on that bullish. That was, let's just to make the math easy, we'll say this is 15K. It's not that. It's probably closer to 12. And then it went up to 60. So that's a 4x. Maybe we'll be generous, say that's a 5 or 6x. So maybe we'll get a 5 or a 6x. 5x from 21K is slightly above 100K. That is closer to the range I see. I think we'll see in the next bull run. I'm seeing maybe even strong resistance in the 90s. What do you think for that Bitcoin? You got to predict here. What is Bitcoin's all-time high? Let's get Frankie Candles on the record July 19th, Frankie Candles determines the next bull market high, and the number is.
I would say, people ask me this, obviously. I get this question all the time. Now, there are some things you can do. I don't really have time to do them right now. We talk about it on my stream from time to time. But, I tell people generally, let's break 100K. Let's get past 100K, and then we can kind of, start to estimate.
All right, your
higher
turn to a
prices.
politician. I just want a number.
I'll say between 90.
Now he's got a window, folks.
Between 90 and $130,000.
I'm saying 94. I'm going super bearish here.
94K.
Yeah, 94K.
Listen,
94.
everybody thought it was going to 3, 4, 500K this past cycle. We didn't even get close to 100K. I guess we kind of got close, but
yeah.
Just remember that.
You know what? I hope it goes to 120, 180. I look like the biggest idiot in the world.
Yeah,
I hope
at
so.
least it goes up.
I hope so. Because you know what? I don't take profits, so I'm not going to miss out on the pumps. But guess what? I will miss out on them later. So we'll all be in the same boat together. Hey, did you take profits? Like 3% of my portfolio. All right, high five. I took 2%.
I made money.
We're in the green.
Really?
All right. Hey, you don't lose until you sell. I love that one. You're not in a loss until you sell. I'm looking at my portfolio. I'm in the loss.
Yeah.
All right. I've lost. What are you talking about? I don't lose until I sell. Jeez. All right. Moving on here. 50 fintech leaders predict Ethereum to trade at 1,700 by the end of 2022. I feel like they started this article like 3 days ago, and now they're like, oh, shit. I should probably move the comma there.
Yeah.
All right. As the crypto market begins its road to recovery and ETH is trading back in the green and above the 1,500 mark, crypto investors are curious about where the asset is going to be by the end of the year. Some are saying as low as 675 before recovering and then ending at 17. Looking further down the year, they're saying that, all right, so 2025, we're just going to say that's kind of like the next bull market. Some are saying the next bull market, 5,700. Now, that's only an increase of $1,000. Now I'm going to be bullish and say, I'm thinking all right, you saw how Bitcoin was 94? I'm going to say something similar, but move the comma. I'm saying 9,400 instead of 94,000.
Yeah.
10K. Do we top 10K next bull market? I'm throwing out the predictions for you, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
listen.
get you canceled in 4 years.
You said ETH was going to 100K. No, listen, one thing you want to remember is the market is maturing every day that goes by, right? So in the next cycle, we'll be even more mature. The gains from the bottom of the bear market to the top of the bull market are going to be less percentage-wise, most likely, than previous bull markets or even this bull market that we just went through. So you want to realize that, every bull market that goes by, at least for Bitcoin and Ethereum, is going to get less and less explosive. Obviously, you always have those altcoins that are going to go absolutely haywire. But, as far as Bitcoin and ETH, I mean, these are two of the top dogs. You're going to see, with the logarithmic regression, you're going to see less gains percentage-wise over time.
Yeah, I think Bitcoin goes 50% from its all-time high. I think Ethereum goes 100% from its all-time high.
Yeah.
That's just, just to keep it simple.
Yeah.
All right, specifically, 43% of panelists have stated opinion now is a good time to buy ETH, while 16% of them believe it's now time to sell, and 41% believe traders and investors should just hodl. I mean, 16% are thinking you should sell. I would disagree with that 16%. Kevin, he was among the more bearish crowd in terms of the end of year predictions. He's looking at about 750. However, he thinks it will be worth only 300 above the previous all-time high. Nah, bro. I think that's a little bit bearish, but hey, I don't know. Maybe Kevin, he knows what he's talking about. Maybe. But yeah, saying it's only going to go up 250 from its previous all-time high. Didn't we hit about 47, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
48.
that's way too low. Way too low.
Yeah.
Especially all these things, proof of work, ETH merge, can the stake thing be successful? I don't know. We'll see. All right. Polygon's price explodes by 60%. But, hey, is it nearing that dollar target? It has increased 60% over the past 7 days, placing it among the top performing cryptos. And the 24-hour trading volume has increased by more than 70%. With $1.6 billion worth of Matic changing hands. They're on strong foundation, and they've gained an incredible 80% since the beginning of July, making it one of the most profitable cryptos in the ecosystem and one that is Nuck if you buck in the trend, given that the value of other digital assets have fallen during that time. Do you think, yes or no, did Disney buy some Matic? I say no.
Yeah, my original thought is how could they not have, but I'll say yes. You say no, I'll say yes.
You say yes. All right, now we owe John Lennon and Paul McCartney $50,000.
Yeah,
I
right.
think the insiders bought some. I think
Yeah,
shareholders
yeah.
bought some,
Yeah.
but I think the actual corporation has
Yeah,
not.
maybe not the maybe not the company itself, but the people. I mean, how do they? Yeah, I have a hard time believing that nobody from
All right,
there has
type
bought.
capital Y in chat if you think Disney bought Somatic. Capital N if you think they didn't buy Somatic. I'm curious to see what the crowd is thinking here. Did Disney Corporation buy some Polygon with their recent merge? So, I don't know. What would you? They have a little collaboration here. They're not really merging or anything,
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
yeah, I guess
with their recent collab,
yeah.
did they put some on their balance sheets? Most people are thinking no. All right, the no's have it. All right, Gemini Crypto Exchange cuts more staff in the second round of layoffs. Of course, we covered their first one. Now they're laying off an additional 7% of its employees. It appears to be reducing its staff to roughly 800 there. So that would means they fired roughly 60 people there. Sources close to TechCrunch has said that this round of layoffs saw 7% go. Exchange has not publicly commented on this yet, and the source pointed to fewer members on the Slack channel as evidence here. Ooh, that's like the Web 2 version of on-chain analytics?
Yeah,
there.
right.
It's like a very good comparison. Cost cutting is becoming a norm in the crypto space as companies face the struggles of the crypto winter. Gemini is far from the only exchange to cut down on its staff. Coinbase has done the same, but Binance looking to expand even more, relying on its sizable treasure chest to support its growth. Yeah, they're looking to expand, and they're also looking to expand their domain names as well. Shout out to Nance, the Canadian. All right, BlockFi offers employee buyouts to further reduce headcount. We saw this, was it Kraken CEO Jesse Powell did that. If you don't like the culture, you can leave, and we'll give you a buyout. We'll make it sweet for you. Sometimes it's 3-month salary, 6-month salary. Maybe it's just a base number for everybody. Your salary. Everybody gets 10K or everybody gets 20K. So a lot of times it's like that. If you have a vesting schedule with your equity, they'll go ahead, shove the equity in your face, say, take it, get out of here. All right, BlockFi though offering the buyouts here. And they're this is another buyout here. I like that they call it a buyout scheme in order to further whittle down its workforce only 1 month after cutting a fifth of its staff. This article is definitely using descriptive adjectives to kind of put you in a certain mood. This comes as the crypto lender announced a deal at the beginning of the month with FTX that would see it's given a $400 million credit line, outlining a path to acquisition by Sam and Co. So, yeah, BlockFi feeling the pain, just a lot of pain all over the market here, left, right, all over the place. Now, we'd mention old Pelosi. We were talking about that in the NFT Alpha office today. Should politicians be allowed to front run the regular citizens with their trades? They know, hey, we have a chip bill. So I'm Nancy, and I'm going to go invest in NVIDIA. Should this be allowed?
I mean, I don't know how to answer this any more. Absolutely not. I don't know who would say yes to that question, but yeah,
I
think
devil's advocate. I'm not. Don't take this. They're going to say DZ wants. DZ's for the elite here. No. Here's the argument for it. You don't want to disincentivize wealthy people who are successful from running for office. So, you don't want to force smart business people to not try to help make their country better. So that's the argument. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying, that's the argument.
I see the argument. I think it should be punishable through the harshest criminal charges.
One thing, and I don't want to get too political here, but I think this is definitely a bipartisan issue. Nancy Pelosi catches a lot of the heat because the just the size of her account. Now, most of that is due to her age. Yeah, if you look at her salary and you say, "Oh my God, she should be poor," 20% compounded year after year after year. She's, I think, 112 years old. So she has many, many, many decades of compounding interest. So look, it's left, it's right. There's several Republicans who trade better than Nancy Pelosi, but you never hear about them. And I just say, let's shine a light on all the cockroaches. Don't just shine a light on the cockroaches in half your kitchen, okay? You got the light on the cockroaches. They're looking guilty. The other cockroaches in the kitchen, they're sitting there, they're doing line dances, okay? They're having a yoga class. They're having a spin section. They're playing video games. They're laughing at you. They're laughing at you because you're pointing the flashlight at those cockroaches and not them. They're all cockroaches is what I'm saying here. So when you attack politician X, Y, and Z because, you know, maybe you don't agree with them ideologically and you say, oh, wow, look at them. That's so shady. Look in your own backyard is all I'm saying. It's across the aisle. They're all doing this. It's all shady. Let's just not point the finger at the octogenarian, I think she is. Yeah, she is a shining example of how corruption is bad. I'm just saying there's more corruption, and don't let the division allow people to get away with it. You know, that's my 2 cents on that. All right, now let's get into this the meat and bones here. The U.S. Senate tries again for a computer chip bill to compete with China. The reason we're bringing this up is Nancy Pelosi bought a huge stake in NVIDIA, and then they announced this bill. Over a year after passing its first version of a bill boosting semiconductor competition with China, the Senate was due to begin voting on Tuesday on a slimmed-down version of legislation to provide more than $50 billion in subsidies for the computer chip industry. Yeah, that's a lot of subsidies there. $50 billion. I think it is important. It's important for our national defense, so I think it's a good thing. Sometimes subsidies are good. Senate aide said the bill would include $52 billion to rebuild the semiconductor industry, as well as tax incentives for companies to build plants in the U.S. They approved the bipartisan $250 billion bill boosting spending on tech research and development in June of last year. One of the first major pieces of legislation passed after the Dems gained their slim control of the chamber. So look, yeah, that's just my 2 cents there. Is it good that manufacturing for chips is coming to America away from Taiwan, away from China? It's very important for our national defense. It is a good thing. But yeah, the main story underlying that story is there's a lot of corruption going on out there. So just be careful. But hey, what do you feel about? There's a lot of bad things. I don't want to say bad things. A lot of important things for infrastructure built overseas, and it is a little scary when you look at the pharmaceutical company. You know, none of them make pills in America. It's all overseas. And you look at a lot of the chip manufacturing and just a lot of the tech components for the things we use every single day. And if it were to hit the proverbial fan, it would be a point of pain for our country, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was just trying to look at some cars yesterday, and I'll tell you right now, not good.
Yeah.
The prices of cars, you know, they were telling me because of the chip shortages, are absolutely insane. I got quoted $800 a month for a Honda Civic with almost an 800 credit score. So
$800 a month for a Civic.
for a Civic with a 780 credit score,
What did that Civic cost? Was this the 36 months?
36 months.
Yeah.
It was a 2022.
I remember when I'm old, you know, I'm almost 40. I'm old. I remember 5-year car loans were seen as like what suckers did. And now they got 6-year car loans. Yeah, it's because the price is so high.
It's insane.
I mean, yeah, you're a sucker if you do 4 or 5 years. Like, yeah, you got to do 3 years. Why back then? Car would be under 10K new.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember when you had to crank the front. You know, that's how old I am. All right. U.S. Ethics Agency issues new rules for employees who own NFTs. Come on, bro. You're harshing my mellow. This is the Office of Government Ethics. They oversee the executive branch, and they're releasing some new guidance here. Now, this is for NFTs that are worth more than 1,000 or have generated over 200 in income. Hey, like Pluto Alliance, paying its holders there. The U.S. executive branch employees who own NFTs must disclose the assets if they're worth more than 1,000. It's a bear market. None of them are. The office laid out a 7-part test in the advisory for determining whether it's held for personal or investment use. The test asks whether NFT was purchased for personal or aesthetic reasons, and if it was bought primarily for its potential value, among other questions. No, I'm just going to say, nah, man, I like laser eyes. You can't make me report it. I'm a degen. you know what? I don't think that's going to do too much here. They do, looks like they oversee 130 government agencies. So, hey, Biden, if you got an NFT, you're going to have to disclose it, man. Just a warning. I'm warning you, Joe. That's something Corn Pop wouldn't warn you about. All right, but I'm warning you. Be careful with your NFTs. All right. Now, speaking of NFTs, NFT giant OpenSea unveils the Solana launchpad. This is their plan for their multi-chain future. Look, the Solana community just rejected OpenSea. I'll go ahead and say it. They like Magic Eden. You're not changing their mind here. They announced kicking off the launchpad to allow creators to host a new mint from beginning to end on the NFT marketplace. This comes after 3 months after they activated support for Solana. So they've been selling Solana NFTs for 3 months. No one is buying, though. It is crickets out there. Maybe some of the blue chips get a little volume, D-Gods and such, but for the most part, it's everyone's at Magic Eden. That's where the party's at. Following the significant depression in the crypto market, several top players chopped their headcount to prepare for the winter. OpenSea, they laid off 20%, just like a lot of places. There will be a marketplace to come. Take some of that share. We're excited about it. I'm trying to help out in any way I can, and we'll have more details about that soon. So, all right, Ryan E, XRP best crypto by far. All right. Hey, we all have our opinions here. We have a super chat. You see Ripple offering an alternative to XRP if they lose. Should they distribute these new tokens to compensate? I don't see that happening, and here is why. Ripple is still able to function in every country except for America. So I think that's just their new game plan. Sure, you think we're a security? Guess what? We won't do business with you. There's 193 recognized countries to the UN. Guess what? We'll do business at 191 of them. I think it's US and North Korea or something like that. Like, so they'll be fine. It's America. We tend to think we're the end all be all, and you know what? We are America. But no, I mean, more seriously, there's a lot of countries out there. There's a lot of capital floating around. That's not just USD. All right. 300 NFTs stolen, 400,000 in Ethereum taken, and pre-mint hack. They infiltrated the NFT registration platform and used a fake pop-up to coerce users into giving up their wallet information. So this was on Sunday. Stole 320 NFTs, more than 400K there. They had some Moonbird oddities. Ooh, the Goblin Town, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Other Side deeds. After securing these, they immediately began flipping them on the marketplaces. One stolen Bored Ape nabbed a price of 89 ETH or around. This is actually going to take us to the OpenSea page. Yeah, you can see it right there. Owned by Franklin is Bored. Okay, it got stolen. It was the wife beater with the mustard stain guy and with the Village People hat. How do I feel about this one? Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the hat, and I don't like the shirt has a stain. What do you feel about this particular ape?
I kind of like it.
Kinda
I kind of like it. It's it's a little, it's
Well, I
trashy.
see you wear that hat at the house.
Yeah, it's like
but you're usually wearing chaps.
Yeah, it's usually the
Nothing
leather.
else.
The leather chaps. Yeah, nothing else. The leather chaps and the leather hat. That's it with the chains.
All right, here's Ryan Reynolds' older brother. Ripple has spent over $100 million on legal fees fighting the SEC. The CEO says, "Oh, wait a minute. No, that's Brad. That's not Ryan Reynolds. What am I talking about?" He's acknowledged the financial cost of the lawsuit, saying they have spent more than $100 million on legal expenses by the time the litigation was resolved. When this was all said and done, we will spend over $100 million. I heard a good theory. I think I shared it here. SEC thought they were going to roll over, play dead. Sure, we'll pay whatever. Slap our wrists, slap our backside. Because the alternative is go into 9 figures to fight us. SEC was thinking, there's no way these guys are going to fight us. There's no way. Ripple, they rolled up their sleeves and they said, let's get to work. And that's why the XRP army loves Ripple so much. And that's why I have a soft spot in my heart. I think what they're doing is important for the space. And I've been open about this. This was my first coin when I was an idiot. And I thought it was going to have the price of Bitcoin one day. So, I've been quite open. We're all that noob at one point, okay? No one was born.
You have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You have to. That's the thing. It's like, if you're a noob, and people are, if some crypto person's bullying you saying, "Oh, you idiot, you think it's because the coin is cheap, it's going to go up." You have to start somewhere, right? Yes. We like DZ said, we're open about that. When I started out, I thought some pretty stupid things too. So You got to start
there's
somewhere.
people who have over 10K, over 100K in crypto, and they don't know what market cap.
Yeah,
like
100%.
means. Like they don't understand market cap still.
Yep.
So there's people who like are deep in it and still don't understand those little basics. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. We all need exit liquidity. I'm joking. I'm joking. We don't want to wreck people. In fact, I diamond hand. So, haha, you got to sell to have exit liquidity. Checkmate. Checkmate. You can't hate DZ. All right. As per Garling. Now, I sold like 3 link near the top. All right. As per Garlinghouse, the SEC counts on the fact that the majority of crypto-related enterprises lack the financial resources necessary to file a legal challenge against the agency. As a result, they keep intimidating these companies into agreeing to a settlement. That's exactly what I'm saying. They bully these companies into a settlement because they cannot afford to fight. $100 million. I don't have $100 million. I have 100 million Sheeb, but not dollars. I don't actually own Sheeb. It's Baby Doge. I have that. Ripple made the decision to go to court against the SEC in order to coerce the commission into providing clarity, like Claritin for the emerging sector. Okay, they just want to give us a little Visine for our eyes so we can see. In the event the Ripple is unsuccessful, SEC will most likely proceed with its crackdown on cryptocurrency firms, compelling them to seek out a settlement rather than participate in a court fight. Looks like we had a super chat got deleted. All right, must have been one of those bad ones. Was he just shilling something?
I think retracted means they deleted it. So I guess thanks for the dollar. They just wanted to donate $1.
All right. Let's see. We have some quick hits if you want to pull up a couple questions. FBI issues warning over fake crypto apps. I could be a little more open about it because he doesn't work here anymore. We had Baker the Legend, also known as Lorenzo. He was doing rap songs for NFT projects. Art punks, whatever. And they sounded good. They were really good. We really was happy for him. I would wish he would still do it. Now he follows his passion. He likes video games, anime, and stuff like that, and that's cool too. But he didn't know much about crypto. He worked here, but he was in the graphic department. He wasn't really a native with it. I think he had a little bit in exchange. So we told him, oh man, the Solana NFT project wants to work with you. They're going to give you some NFTs. He just went on, I think it was Apple. He just went on the App Store, typed in Phantom, typed in a wallet, or downloaded the wallet, didn't ask his seed phrase. He was so new to the space, he didn't understand that was a red flag. So he has this Phantom app, and it said receive. It looked just like it. He hits receive, sent him the address. It was never his wallet. I looked, there was a lot of red sign. There's like 300 downloads or 4 reviews. It was just a lot of bad things. So there's signs out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful out there, folks. So there are fake apps. Just be very careful. Do you think Steppen can recover all-time highs? Never.
Also,
never. I have Steppen. I still have the freaking shoes. Okay, but you know what? I was cashing out every single day. Also, if you recall, I told you don't put more money into the ecosystem. Cash out every day. If you did that, you're doing pretty good, especially if unless you're cashing out in Solana. I cashed out a Solana USD split. I obviously wish I hadn't. Solana was $90-100 when I got in. So my USD though, hey, I was making $100 a day for walking. That's pretty good. You know what? Every day, that's 3 Solana. They definitely paid for themselves if I look at it that way. Is being deemed a security a bad thing? Yeah, it's going to mean more regulation. That is a good question. Is being deemed a security a bad thing? Or why is it a bad thing? You're going to have regulation from the SEC, Securities Exchange Commission. They're just known for being more draconian than the CFTC, and they oversee commodities like gold, wheat, oil, barley, and we want them to treat Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, some of these other ones like that as well. Is anyone from BitBoy Crypto applying to be on the committee to oversee the restructuring of Celsius? Not that I know of. That is above our scope. That's going to be for, maybe Tim. That's for accountants and lawyers, not influencers, not people who tell you to go step outside and earn money. I'm not the right guy. What was that second question on there?
I copied it twice by
okay.
accident.
What else do we got? What do you got? Any other? We got another minute here.
Predictions for Elron, and Eagled. Listen, price predictions are rough. One thing I'll say about Eagled is it has, I believe it has a pretty low total supply. So that is pretty good
Yes.
for the price.
Yes.
That's
I know
why I
Elon
like
loved
Eagle.
it for that reason.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I would say, Eagle, very limited supply. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I know it's low.
Info on Pluto Alliance. I'm glad you said that. We actually had a gigantic sell. And I do want to highlight this right before we get off. We'll end with this. Pluto Alliance. You want to share the screen here. Pluto Alliance V2. You go to V2. V2's utility is going to be, we're going to have a forging mechanism where you forge 3 matching backgrounds. And one of the things you get with the forge is going to be a cruise. I think Ben's going to be on the cruise. I'm going to be on the cruise. We want Candle Mafia there. We want Meta Maniacs there. We want all the people there. Look, this is a black hole sold for $7,000, 5 ETH, and then another black hole, 2 ETH, 3,000, over 10K with this. So congrats to the seller. Congrats to the buyer, Tyler. And I was talking with Taco today. There's only 3 black holes going to go. They get to go on the cruise. They have the suite. They're not in the Leo DiCaprio basement, okay? That's where I'm going to be. That's where Frank's going to be. That's where Candle Mafia is. I'm just kidding. That's where I'll be. But the black holes, they're going to have the suite. They're going to have that tippity top, the Billy Zane thing. You know what I mean? They're going to have that really, really nice suite. But only 3 of them are going. So maybe we'll try to do like lunch with the black holes or dinner. I don't know. We have to brainstorm and do some of that. So still worth holding XRP. I sure as heck wouldn't sell right now. In fact, I'm thinking about throwing it on my very short list of accumulation targets. It's just so cheap. And if they get a positive ruling, it's like an instant 2x, right?
Yeah. I mean, I have not sold any of my XRP is one coin that I have not sold any of. I took profit on every other thing that I own. I still have a little bit of my ETH. Other things I've taken, almost all my profit. My XRP is one thing that I have not touched.
Any XRP I bought in the past year and a half, I have not sold.
Yeah.
No, it's not that much.
Yeah, I'm riding it.
It's 5 of them. No, it's more than it's.
I'm riding that thing to $1 million or zero. So, I got a pretty decent bag, so I'm not really accumulating XRP that
diamond
much,
hand forever. Not diamond hands. I can't close my fist yet. I'm not even going to try. But that is all we got time for. Ben, back tomorrow. Hit that like button if you're excited about that. It's been a great time. Me and Frank getting to hold it down with TJ in Italy. So it's not often we get to collab here. So we love it. But all right,
fun.
Until next time, Pluto is a planet. Ain't as